Hi.
Silence, thank you.
I'm very embarrassed.
No,
Can we keep this first part? This first seconds?
I need...
Guys,
them. We might keep them. Okay, shut up.
No, just
welcome everybody to the Poddycasting in Hell.
No, ok, cominciamo di nuovo, per favore.
This is amazing. I love it.
Nico, are you drunk?
We're keeping this.
Devo dire un'ultima cosa,
I'm not
per favore.
drunk.
Heidi, please tell it in English.
Sorry. Just another thing. How can I say? I don't remember. Fuck. Okay, let's go. No. Okay. If there is a time where, for example, you are speaking with me, but I don't understand it, someone can help me, please. Okay, let's go.
We are speaking with B. I didn't get it.
No, if I'm speaking with him.
With me. Okay.
But I
maybe you have the flu.
It.
I mean, me and B are actually the same thing, you know?
B like B written like B. A-B.
No, like B and me are the same note.
Why?
Because in music notation there's a A, B, there's a C, B, you know, in letters. Yeah. But there's also...
Oh my gosh, please no.
No, actually no, B is C, it's not me. I'm stupid.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I just got the joke even if it's wrong, but... Oh my gosh. Okay.
The fact that it's wrong makes it even worse.
It's even wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not starting again. We're keeping that start. I think the start is fine.
Let's keep the start. You can cut it out.
So yeah, hello everybody. Hello here.
Hi guys.
So it's me. It's the last Kinosaur, your usual host. Today with Sake-chan.
Who is Sake-chan?
Which is silent because I spilled it all over my desk.
Oh my gosh.
And there's...
Can you add some cringe like audios like oh background noises like oh
I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not
I'd
sure.
love it.
Like in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we have to
actually,
censor
I've
everything
never
now.
watched the show. I've never watched How I Met Your Mother. I know everybody watches it, but...
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I did.
Yeah, everyone has. It's just me, probably.
Okay.
I don't know.
Or also maybe
Anyone, as you can hear, yeah, we have Speep today. Again.
Hi guys, how are you? I can hear you. Okay, that was
this was like 100 times more cringe.
Go on, please. Cut it.
Yeah. And we have Heidi.
Ciao a tutti.
He went
and yes, me and my plaster are here for you.
Okay, he's from Italian Mafia.
Yes. Okay.
And unfortunately, it's only the three of us today because we still haven't found a way, like a reliable way to resurrect Rain after she's been murdered by the Chinese language.
Horse.
And unfortunately, Fritella decided to abandon us after after I told her that she should stop blowing into the microphone because the microphone is not what she thinks it is.
Oh my, really?
So, yeah.
She was a little
we won't
hungry.
see her for a while until she recovers from that, I guess.
I propose a petition for changing the name in Cringecast.
It was actually on the list of the names I was thinking. It was just that, like, it's too obvious.
It was second place. Let's admit it.
No, it's like... I mean, it sounds cool, but like, yeah, Cringecast, haha, of course, it's the Cringecast. It's too easy. There's not enough.
It's too easy to get views this way.
I mean, it's too predictable. Like, because you already expect the cringe. Like, now the cringe just hits you like a truck from behind.
Yeah, exactly. Out of the blue.
Like,
it's coming.
Yeah, ass rapes you. That's how it goes.
Yeah, maybe it hits harder and even more differently. So, it's better this way.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I guess so. Mm-hmm.
And Fritella is not here because he has received too many job offer for our by our audience, by
our sponsors.
Yeah.
From the previous podcast.
Yeah. So she said to us to thank our audience.
But now, yeah, exactly.
How many H's were in that sentence?
I don't know.
Again, that's why you're called Heidi. That's the reason.
Exactly.
It's
You
so part of
discovered
the
it.
joke.
Sometimes when he introduces himself, he says, "Hi, I'm M." Hi, M. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Because it's like already part of its name.
Of course.
Yeah, it's like
You're
part
just
of
missing a D, and you get your name. But okay, let's move on. guys.
He's only missing a dick. It's not a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Like I see, I don't need to edit anything. You can just make that sound for us.
yeah, exactly. Oh, maybe, yeah. That's a nice idea. It's like cheap
And
sounds.
that's how he got a new job, SFX agent.
Fritella will hate me. I already have two jobs, and she doesn't. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
of course.
So-
we
No,
are-
I actually think that this week she had something. She had an interview, maybe. I think she had
Really?
an interview. I don't remember for what,
Eh.
Really?
but I think she had
Clapping
something.
sounds.
Yes,
I don't hear any clapping.
we have to
I guess
celebrate
that
her.
didn't go well.
What is she applying for?
Again, I don't remember. She told me.
Okay, sorry, I
forgot.
didn't hear.
She will tell us the next podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Ah, yes,
I'm
but
really curious about it.
of course, if yes, if it's not hungry anymore. With
Exactly.
Kino. So Kino, apologize with her.
Because
It's
yeah,
too late to apologize.
you can still cut things off actually, but you know,
Can you actually hear me though?
yeah,
Okay, like my microphone said I was mute for a second. It doesn't matter.
you
No,
went
it's
too
fine.
full of sake.
Yeah.
And
My best friend, like the only one that will always be on this podcast forever.
Oh please, Heidi, come on.
Again,
You are a bad
can't
man.
You can't fool the audience like that because they all know that Heidi's
Exactly.
microphone is too shitty. It can't record such volume. It has to be yours volume.
Or maybe your volume. Who knows?
I think that when we have said that there are no girls, we don't have audience anymore.
this podcast
So-
we record -1 views.
So can someone of
Man.
us be more girl in this voice?
It's like we already have 0
As
views.
you want, guys.
Sorry?
I can be as girly as you want. I can be
Okay.
very girly.
No,
if
thank you.
want.
No, thank you. Please, no.
Why?
I'm already
But-
satisfied with the current situation.
But it sounded good.
What
it
is the
sounded
current
well.
situation? You mean the coronavirus situation?
Yeah, I mean, not that situation, but you know, maybe.
I am surprised you're already satisfied. Like, we still have lots of people to exterminate. So it's too soon to be satisfied.
No, I mean, I know it's too soon, but right now I at least got a piece of my previous life back, and to me it's already fine. Before, when I was in quarantine, it was like a total shit.
Really?
Yeah. I lost my temper really, really easily because I didn't have like a piece of time in my day where I could actually relax. Maybe
Why
get out
though?
some stress, because I was completely all day long at home and I couldn't like work out, train, hang out with friends and stuff like that. And to me, at the end of the day, it's really, I mean, literally at the end of the day, I really need like a piece of time where I unplug my mind from my computer and stuff and my TV and all the things that I have at home, and I do something else outside. I couldn't even go run for a run. Go
stopped
out for a
working?
run.
You stopped working. You started playing.
Exactly. I just had to like close a window and open another one on my computer.
Yes,
And
yes.
that
Well,
that was the only that was the threshold, the only difference
Yes, but the problem
between my
was
work.
Warzone.
Sorry.
Yes, but because there was Warzone, and so
Yeah, it's
I
still
mean,
here, but I mean, I don't play much. I don't play Warzone so much anymore because now I have like other things to do.
like a
But
podcast.
it's actually interesting that you bring that up because I mean here the situation is different. We were never like actually quarantined, so my life didn't really get affected. Like okay, the only thing that changed is that like now we have to like clean more in the school, like in the office, like we do cleaning every day to after every class we like disinfect the room
yeah,
and that
sure.
kind of stuff. But like as for my home life, not anything has really changed. And I guess part of it is that I don't go out that much. Like, and I thought you were the same. Like, I didn't know you like went out so much.
I mean, I didn't actually, but by the time you are forced to stay home, you start realizing that you actually want to get out. It's a different frame of mind. It's a different approach because now that I can like go out and do stuff compared to before, now I appreciate my routine things more compared to the previous days, the days like before the quarantine time. So
Yeah,
if the situation start plummeting and nothing else, like in your case, I mean it's not plummeting, but it's going down really slowly, and now compared to before, you're only forced to like do cleaning and more stuff. Nothing changes too much, and maybe actually you start like suffering from it, struggling, and but in my case, even if now my situation is obviously worse that compared to like the 2019, I'm still happier because I just came out from the quarantine period, and my lifestyle got better and better compared to the quarantine days. So I can appreciate things more, and I'm still happier.
yeah, I guess like you feel higher after the lowest point.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
I don't know if
And
it's the
but
same
again,
for Heidi, but
I've heard
Yeah.
this argument before, but in my case, I just even if I was like quarantined and I couldn't leave my house, I don't think it would change a lot for me because I already spend so much time like just blasting YouTube videos in my ears all day long and like writing, editing, and doing stuff like on my computer and like
yeah, but
inside. So
before you weren't
I don't
forced to do
know.
so.
Again, I've heard the argument that like yeah, when you're first, it's actually worse.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it would work with me because like I just like it. I would go out of my way to stay home. So
Yeah. Also, it depends on your character and stuff. So obviously,
yeah,
it
I was
hits
just surprised
differently.
because
Yeah.
but you're also someone who like stays home a lot, so that's why I was surprised.
Yeah, I am, but I stay home at home a lot. I before quarantine, I also was used to like work at home because I smart work 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, not actually 3 times, almost all the month. Almost every month, 99% of my time is smart working at home, and 1% of the time I go to the Bologna office, and I work there. But and I don't suffer from it. To me it's completely fine. I like it actually. But if I mean, at the end of the day, I really often go out like working out or doing stuff because it's like even if it's a really really tiny period of time, in that period at the end of the day I do something different. And especially it's something really important for people who are with their eyes glued to the monitor 8 hours a day. So
Yeah, I
even if you
guess.
like it, and if you don't suffer, if it's not, if it's something that doesn't hit you so bad, it's something that you still need at the end of the day, and you start understanding it after like 1 or 2 weeks that you're forced to stay at home and you can't do anything else from like watching the the computer, or maybe yes, reading books and stuff, but still you're at home. I don't know if you see what I mean.
I
but
absolutely get it. I just don't know if it would work with me because
yeah, it's something that I will also like question in case I wasn't in case I like didn't experience this kind of stuff, but once you get through it, it's completely different. Maybe it doesn't hit you that hard and the way it hit me, but maybe something you could experience something like similar in some cases. I don't know.
I mean, it can't hit you harder than a girl, you know.
Yeah. Oh, cringe. Ooh. Okay, sorry. Guys. Maybe it was cringe.
Yeah. I was thinking about my feelings. Yeah. And I'm crying now.
He's always crying.
Yes, it's always time to cry. So
you hit the wrong spot.
Actually, I have different feelings about it. For example, I have to thank coronavirus because otherwise I wasn't able to take 3 exam in 1 month, but because moreover I learned handstand, and so I'm very just for 8 seconds, but for me it's very 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 a big tragward. And is it a word?
I don't think so.
I actually really agree though. Like, something that this virus really taught us, I think, is that how much more time we have that we don't realize. Like when you're forced to stay home all day, you realize, man, I have all of this time. I can do so many things, and you're like, maybe I should do something with my life. You know?
Yes, you can. You are forced to do something of your life if you
and
don't
I think
want
it's good.
to.
I think it's a good thing.
But this is what a person has to do not to get crazy. But I think that there are a lot of people who pass time doing nothing, and I think that they got crazy in 2 weeks because
I mean, I like my theory about that is a lot of people cannot deal with being with themselves.
Yeah, I think so.
Alone with themselves.
Depends, I think, if you're introvert or extrovert. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not just that. Like, even some introverts, I feel like some people just don't like being with themselves a lot. Like, I wouldn't really consider myself an introvert. I usually like hanging out with other people and stuff. But like, I love being with myself. It's a time I really enjoy.
No, I mean,
I
the
guess
same
it's
person.
because like I have a really high self-esteem. Like, I enjoy my own personality, but maybe a lot of people don't like being with themselves.
Yeah. You can remove the maybe.
Yeah.
You can remove the maybe.
Yeah. Get the maybe out of the sentence.
And the other thing, because I have to thank quarantine, is because when it started, I got a very very
Quarantine
big.
sounds like a dance.
Sorry.
Quarantine sounds like a dance.
Quarantine.
It's like quarantino, and because I got a very very big pimple. It's a pimple in my face. How do you say it? It's
it's a pimple.
It's a pimple, but very big, and so I had the time to in order
to squassarla.
Yeah, of course. But on the other hand, yes, I think that another month and I would have got crazy because I need workout outside. Otherwise, yes, I don't know.
I feel sick. So
yes.
I mean, I feel the same. I feel sick if I don't work out or like at least move a bit.
Just for workout. I don't know why. It's the feeling when.
I mean, no, it makes sense because like when you do sports, like you know how it works. Your brain releases like some substances that make you
endorphins.
happy. Yeah, endorphins. And like, this is maybe my biggest disconnect here, because I know how it feels, because when I used to like practice squash, I had that, like I needed to practice.
Yeah.
But since like in the last 7 months, my only, not even 7, like, because before that I went to, when I was traveling around Japan, like, okay, I was walking, but the last time I actually practiced sports was like almost 1 year ago. So like for all this time, my only activity has been like walking, or like sometimes riding my bike around the city.
Yeah.
So I don't really have this anymore. Like I'm just used to not.
If you get
doing
used to
any physical
endorphins
activity.
released by the brain when you work out, it's a total shit if you are forced to like stay at home. This is probably another point for people who like are used to it, and suddenly they were forced to stay at home and they couldn't work out properly. You know.
Yeah.
And another reason why, the last reason why I was, I was hoping, I hope that quarantine keeps quarantine keeps again.
Quarantine.
Yeah, it's a fusion. Kept again was because I was letting my hair rising. I'm getting higher, longer and longer.
Higher, like, are your hair going towards the moon? Like, are they affected by another gravitational force?
Yeah, I mean,
actually, yeah, because I called him once, and like on video chat, and I saw his hair. It was literally growing up. It was going towards the sky.
Yeah, it looked like a pudding actually, but
that's true.
Actually, it looked like broccoli.
Yeah.
To me, I had the same idea.
And so I was curious about my hair.
Yeah. I exploited. I used the situation to grow my hair as well, and I'm still growing my hair, but I don't know. It didn't change much. I don't know why. So now I always
they
wear
are the
cups.
same. I think they are.
They're the same. They will always growing so long and so quick. Now it's like they stopped. They took a break. I don't know why. So now I wear cups and
they're self-quarantining inside your head.
The bad haircut. Sorry?
They're self-quarantining inside your head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe they got the quarantine too seriously.
Or you can spread virus so that you can exploit another situation. You can use another situation to let your hair grow.
Yeah, but I actually didn't get it, but okay.
But if you spread virus, you are forced to do it. So
because you have to stay at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I could, instead of using caps.
Yeah, I guess so.
Of course. And yes, but I think that our audience will
like
will know.
That's the idea I want to hear.
No. Let's heil Heidi.
We'll note the different ways to say the same thing. Spip said, I exploit the situation to let my hair grow. I said, I let my hair grow. How did I say?
I mean, I think it's correct anyways. You let your hair grow like during the quarantine, instead of preventing them to grow.
Why did you say quarantine again?
That's sorry. By now it's like
it's spreading.
It's like a movement.
It's a new virus. It's spreading. It's the quarantine virus.
Yeah.
Yes, it's another virus that forced us to be in quarantine.
Yeah. I've been hearing ideas saying that now so much that now I keep on saying quarantine as well.
But I didn't understand, what is this quarantine? Well, quarantine. In general.
Quarantine? No. I think it's not even a word.
No, but I mean, you said coronavirus. You said these words. I don't know. It's
this quarantine.
It's something recent.
I don't know actually. Laskinosaur started talking.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Heidi isn't aware of the quarantine situation. He didn't experience
Where?
it. He doesn't know coronavirus. He doesn't know anything.
Try to explain our audience because maybe they don't know anything about coronavirus quarantine.
Yeah.
Maybe
For
I
sure.
don't think there's anyone who knows nothing. I'm sorry.
maybe
We're
they
taking,
live in I don't know, in Isola di Pasqua and
as Easter Island.
yes.
I mean, I think we could actually take it for granted, and no, I don't think we
Yeah.
should explain anything about
Fucking
it. but
of course.
if
Who
you
the
want,
fuck is going to not know about the virus? Like,
Okay, take it for
it's
granted.
impossible to not know about the virus.
yeah, exactly. However, so the main difference between Italy and Japan, as far as I got, is that in Japan there wasn't actually a real quarantine, right? You didn't get for that.
Because they actually can't enforce it. Like,
Yeah.
For the powers that the government has here, they can't like force
So they
companies to close.
Really?
They can only recommend like people to stay home.
So-
yeah, they don't have the powers for that.
why
Ah.
is there a government there? I mean,
Well, I mean, like, it's not that the government doesn't have power, but it doesn't.
In China,
like-
in China as well.
yeah, sure.
Same situation.
Because like there's the central government, but there are also prefectural governments, and like the central government from Tokyo can't like force every prefecture to close. Like it has to be the prefectural government.
Oh, like in
decide.
America, right?
I don't know how it works.
No, I don't know neither. I don't know
No, because Trump, for example, can't. Can do anything about it because every state can decide. Every government.
I mean,
yeah.
does it make any difference even if he could do something? Do you think he would do it?
Why are you? Yes. Why nothing?
Okay, let's move on.
Yes.
Let's-
Because. Yeah.
We
Sorry.
have to definitely change this podcast name to Cringecast. Okay, but okay, so the government doesn't have the power, so this means that, I mean, in Japan, as far as I understand, the situation hasn't been that complex and hard as it got in Italy or in many different countries, right?
I mean,
Because-
we did get a wave, and now we're getting the second wave that's coming
Okay.
up now. Because like
Yeah.
lately, Tokyo has been getting a second wave. There's like
And are you able to swim?
100. There's like 100 to 200 cases every day in Tokyo, which I know, like from you, sounds like nothing because in Italy there was like 200 people dying every day.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Even more, actually.
but yeah, for a lot of people, there's a lot. There's reasons of concern here.
Yeah.
And I mean, okay, it's a second wave. It's like it's increasing again, but I mean, here people get like crazy when they say like, oh, they found a new patient in this prefecture, like in this city, like. It doesn't make that much difference if there's one person, like.
Yeah.
But are you able to
What's the
swim?
difference?
Because
What's the
it's
difference?
probably-
Like, okay, consider that we're only talking about confirmed cases. So there's always going to be more. Like, for example, my prefecture currently has 0 confirmed cases. It
That's
probably has some cases that
Yeah.
were not like.
Which is your
detected.
prefectures?
It's Iwate
In the north, in the south, in the center.
in the north. Yeah, no one ever remembers Iwate's. Like they say, it's a super forgettable place.
Yeah.
But now that we are the only prefecture without the virus, everyone remembers it now. They're
Like-
oh yeah, Iwate.
Like, sorry for the Molesian people, like Molise.
What is Molise?
Molise is like a plate, an Italian plate.
You,
Okay,
you mean
okay.
Molisent?
Okay. I think that we will we will force to close by police by.
by
Yeah, exactly.
by the
We already insulted so
Molise,
many
like,
people that I think
tourism office.
I
The
think
tourism office.
I think by the 10th podcast we will have insulted everyone in the world.
Giuseppe
So,
Conte, we will phone us. And,
yeah, sure. That's all. But
and
I mean,
forced us to apologize.
to us,
I mean, we're not insulting anyone. Like, it's not our fault if
yeah,
a
exactly.
region is extremely forgettable because there's nothing. It's like,
I mean,
it's not the people's fault. They have nothing against the people. It's just that it's a very empty area.
yeah. At the end of the day, we're actually joking. So
Except
I'm not saying like it's probably really beautiful. It's just very empty. Like,
except
Yeah,
there aren't
Campobasso.
many.
yeah, I mean,
There
yeah,
aren't
it's
many
really beautiful.
popular.
Actually.
There aren't popular places or popular attractions, but there's nothing
Yeah,
against it.
I heard a lot of people saying, yes, I'm going to Molise for my holiday.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe it's
trying
not the
to
best
make it
vacation
lighter.
option,
Don't double down on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I destroyed everything you were.
you were talking about.
Yeah.
I fought so hard to achieve this dream. You crashed it in front of me.
However, I mean, talking back about the situation in Italy, I think the situation was a bit mishandled. Because I mean, by the time,
I mean, the situation was mishandled in every single nation in the world.
yeah, but I mean, at the beginning,
Also in
it was
Brazil. Also in Brazil.
maybe, yeah,
Okay.
Guys,
okay.
let's not talk about Brazil.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
I thought
Let's
that
leave it for,
Bolsonaro
I
was
remind
doing
you,
a good.
I remind you that
Okay.
in Brazil we have the fucking favelas and like all
Yeah.
the people that are dying there, we do not know about it. So like,
But we do have favelas in Italy as well.
yeah, I mean,
However,
Yeah.
no, I was saying that during the quarantine it was acceptable, even if maybe it was a bit long. But compared to the situation in the hospital, we couldn't do anything. It was the only option we did have. Okay, but by the time they started opening back the connection and the limits. Wait, what's the name? The borders, yeah, the lines, the borders between the regions, and once people was again able to go in other regions, I think that they they didn't handle the situation properly, because in Lombardy, as you probably already know, the number of cases was completely on another world compared to the other parts of Italy, especially Milan and other cities around there.
you're
So
forgetting
maybe
something.
they should have
Differentiated
delayed.
situation. Yes.
They should have delayed the quarantine period for at least Lombardy, because it was like the real center of the pandemic in Italy, because it was like the place from the place in which 99 of the cases came out every day, and it's it's like another country compared to the coronavirus situation.
Okay, but listen, you're forgetting one very important factor that plays into this,
So what?
which is that people are fucking dumb.
Yeah. I
No,
mean,
really,
that
these
is why
viruses-
they forgot about it, and they open completely the borders, and they
listen, this
didn't
virus,
care about anything else.
it's not a coronavirus. It's the people are fucking stupid virus. So everything about this virus, this is not a natural calamity that couldn't be avoided. This is all completely man-made, and this is the fruit of every single stupid decision that was made in the last 8 months, and it's embarrassing. So okay, this virus was appeared in an illegal market, so already that's a market that shouldn't exist because it's an illegal animal market, whatever. Then also a certain government tried to shut everything silence everything, because why? I don't know how they thought they could just hide it. Like, to me, the idea that like they actually thought they could hide everything and like not have anyone know is incredibly stupid. Like, of course it's going to come to the surface and it's going to be a problem, so they should have cracked down on it immediately to try and solve it. But no, whatever. And then when the virus actually came, like, expanded in the rest of the world, everyone was like, yeah, let's keep traveling, let's keep like doing everything. As soon as you have like something like this, you have a new virus, you shut down everything immediately. Because, okay, they say, we don't want to shut down because we don't want to damage the economy. But if you don't shut down, the virus gets everywhere, and at some point you're shutting down anyway. So if you have to shut down, maybe do it before millions of people fucking die.
Yeah.
But that's a common situation.
Yes. People keep going to ski and doing
Whatever they want. Yeah, but I think that's the first layer of stupidity, and I already got over it. I was talking about another layer of stupidity. By the time the government already got used to the situation, they had time to think about things and stuff, to like start the economy back, and a lot of ways to like start back with everything, not only the economy. Okay, and I think they choose the wrong things to do, actually.
No, listen, it's not about
especially
having time to
I'm talking
think.
about Italy, actually, not like all over the world.
If someone is stupid, it doesn't matter how much time you give them to think. They will make the wrong decisions because they're not smart.
Yeah, I know, but
yes, but for example, in the if I was Beppino Conte, that is our who is Beppino Conte? Help me. Who is?
I don't know.
You should say it.
Who is our premier, and I would have decided to remove quarantine in the south 3 weeks earlier, but keep it in, for example, Lombardy.
Exactly. I think it shouldn't like exactly. I think it shouldn't like think the same way for every region.
Yes,
because it makes no sense, actually. I mean, obviously we are a country.
Listen, like, if you have a virus, you block everything until the new cases stop. You block everything. And I know what you're going to say. Economic difficulties. But listen, what about since you don't actually you just need to stop everything. So what about you just stop having businesses pay their like taxes and stuff while they're not working because they can't pay if they're working. So maybe you just stop things since you also, as the government, don't have like businesses running because, again, everything is closed. So how about you just block everything and say, okay, let's let this settle down and then start again slowly after this stops. Because that's always how it works. Like, people were worried about another wave, but the second wave is always coming if you don't wait for the cases to drop to zero before starting again. It's obvious. Like, how can anyone not expect this? What is this?
Yes, but people can learn swimming. I'm joking because of the wave.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Cringe.
To me,
I mean,
the number of cases will never, ever drop to zero until they will at least like find a cure.
No, listen. The case can drop to zero because like the virus doesn't live for like months. The virus lives for like a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. So technically, if for 1 month people stop going around, everyone in the world stops everything, in a month the virus is gone. Because there's no one like just spreading it.
Okay, but you have to stop 60 million people, at least in Italy, to completely shut the economy and the whole connections. That's impossible. That's out of the world.
Supermarket.
If you think down to earth, there's no practical way to do so. And if you put in Beppino Conte shoes, he couldn't do so because there's such a lot of problems. There's a lot of a different range of issues and problems that stack on each other if you do something like that. Like, for example, there are a lot of old people, especially in Italy. How can you manage a situation where old people cannot even be maybe fed or breeded or something like that? I mean, you need the essential things, the essential connections.
No. You keep essential. Like, I'm not saying you don't keep essential things, but essential things must be done in the appropriate way.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's probably the point where Conte maybe
misbehaved. Actually, getting the virus is not. Actually getting the virus is not that easy. You don't just touch the virus with your hand and you have the virus.
Yeah.
You actually have to inhale it.
Yes, but the problem, I think,
and even this thing about oh my god, this thing about washing your hands. Okay, but what if when you go out you don't touch things? What about that?
No, maybe what about everyone wears masks, and if people don't, the police actually fines people for that, because it's not something. If you don't stick to the law, if you break the law, actually police doesn't actually care a shit. They will just get over it and nothing else. And that's the real problem.
The real problem is also that I've seen cases of people being stopped by the police, people getting stopped by the police because they didn't have masks, and they were actually angry because they said why they're trampling on my freedom, fuck you, I'm killing you.
Yeah, exactly. But it's something. There is a problem there is a problem amongst Italians. It's I think it's a way of thinking of Italian people.
Yes, that we are furbi. We say we are furbi.
Yeah, we're we pretend to be smarter. We think to be smarter than the others.
Aren't furbi like those little strange plushes that they sold when we were kids? Furry ones. You know the Furby?
Yeah, we are those ones. We are those plushes.
Furby is a pink. You mean the pink?
Yeah,
there were many colors actually. I think there was pink, blue, and stuff.
Yeah.
But apart from that, people think that they are smarter in Italy than everybody else. So they think that they are allowed to do things that are against the law, without even caring if it's
too serious.
For example, not wearing masks, gatherings and stuff.
Sorry.
If you can't, you shouldn't, and people still do.
What if you don't do gatherings? What if you don't do gatherings?
What if you don't
do gatherings and stuff? Shall I remind you that the first day when the quarantine ended, my father texted me because he said that there was a party in the middle of the city in Parma.
Yeah.
Right after the quarantine ended.
Exactly.
I was
that's the point.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! I think that's the real problem here, and especially that even if people don't, the police doesn't give a fuck.
But I think that the problem is that I get the problem. I think that this is a very big problem, but I'm not able to stop it because I reason in the same way. I think in the same way. So I should do something for it. I don't know if you have the same feeling.
What do you mean you think in the same way? What way do you think?
For example, something is not possible. Okay, there is another way to do it and to escape the law and to yes, I don't know. It's a feeling that that I'm Italian, I have in my mind, but I know it's not.
It's the Italian blood. It's contaminated.
Yeah, exactly. But I think when someone else do it, I say, oh shit. It's the usual Italian that has to break the law. I hope it will.
And you're actually at the end of the day the same person.
Yeah.
You just try to find a workaround, a loophole, something like that.
Okay, listen,
You try to find a way around it and to break the law without actually breaking it. Maybe.
Okay, listen. It depends on like what laws you're breaking. Cause,
of course, I'm not killing a man or something like this.
Not even just going to. Don't do it to that extreme. Like, just like, okay, I download lots of shit. Like, I download lots of illegal shit because I'm not paying for something before I made sure I like it. Like, I watch something, I download a show, I watch it, and if I like it, if I like it, usually I'll buy merchandise and the DVDs because I liked it. And yeah, but I'm not going to buy a DVD to see if it's good or not. And then like, oh, I didn't like it, but I bought it. I don't believe in that model. So like, another thing is like when you're just doing something that's illegal and actively dangerous for other people. Like, again.
Exactly. That's the point. I mean, there's different layers, different level of breaking law. And to Italians, in most of the cases, they don't care about even breaking the most sensitive things, you know. And they try to get a way around it, and they still do like parties and stuff, and they maybe pretend that those parties were actually maybe were actually important to them because maybe it was like maybe someone's daughter just got a degree, or she passed some exams and stuff, so you're like, oh, I'm entitled to do so, I'm allowed to do so.
Yeah. Who cares if your daughter passed an exam? But do you want people to die for that?
It's like you find an excuses in your mind, okay?
Yes.
So you feel like you're actually you're not guilty of anything, you know, and nobody can blame it on you.
Yeah.
Even if it's not.
When you did it, you seem like I shouldn't do it, okay, but for me it's important. When you did it, when you finished your your celebration, what we are doing, and you feel like I'm a genius. I got it.
No, you feel like, oh, I'm a little sick, I might have the virus. That's how
yeah. But
you feel like sick.
Italian blood let us think.
Italian blood is immune to the virus.
Okay, guys, we are too serious. We have to change argument.
Okay, listen.
We are too serious.
This is the point. The point is that I was reading the newspaper the other day. I mean, reading. I don't actually read because I can't read, so I just like look at the newspaper. And
okay.
Not everyone is like a bookworm. Okay, I can't read. I can just watch things. I don't know how to read.
You don't know.
So
sorry, guys.
No, I don't know how to read.
I had to let off a bit of steam because that I.
Always better than I don't know how to watch. I read.
Wait,
I'm able to read, but I don't know what to watch.
So how to watch.
Let me finish. This is the point. Like, I was like looking at the newspaper, and there was this title that it was like an article about how they're finding out that like the virus can have like other effects like brain damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't
and
understand.
And the first thing I thought was...
brain damage.
Shut up, the fuck!
Little damage.
Heidi, shut the hell up.
Brain damage.
Okay, sorry, I understand.
Heidi, eat a cock and shut up. I was saying, yeah, like, the first thing I thought when I say, brain damage was, is there anything to damage here? Like, no, actually, there... Like, is it going to change anything? Like, okay, brain damage. Like, I think most people probably like have already such a low functioning brain that damaging it might actually have positive outcomes. So I don't know.
It depends on the person.
No. You know me. You know I think that like 99.9% of people are just idiots. So
So you have a idea. You have a
Inclusive
small
us.
chance. You have a small chance to be the smart one. So we are three people. If just one of us is smart, the others are really, really likely to be really stupid.
Yeah. and there are
No, I
different there are different types of stupid.
no, like I consider like most of my friends like to be at least some degree of intelligent because I hate fucking stupid people. So like I'm not friends with stupid people.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So
Goodbye.
if you're here, you have a good chance to have something going on for you.
So you pass the exam.
Bye.
However,
And
yeah,
again, no,
gotcha.
wait, because I don't think. I mean, I am actually a genius, but it's not about that. Like, I don't think that is a special thing. I think the special thing is that everyone is just fucking stupid, and that's the problem.
Yeah, as our audience, you can tell. No, I'm kidding. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
you
we
are.
are like
Maybe you're actually.
we're like
Maybe I am. I don't know.
no, actually, it really looks like we are on a quest to like auxiliate, exile ourselves from like the rest of the world, like make everyone hate us. Basically, that's what we're trying to do. Every single nation, every single person, like
Yeah,
what are these
we actually
fucks?
know that hate is a really, really powerful feeling, especially for views.
Yeah. But okay, can I change just a second argument because I remember that I didn't say something about the initial argument because we said yes, a lot of people got crazy
Yeah.
during quarantine.
I was already crazy, so it doesn't change anything
Fuck,
for me.
it's
Sorry?
funny that you actually know that it's quarantine, but you like force yourself to say quarantine.
Yes, because our audience are writing that they want to listen to quarantine. So,
Yeah.
and yes, I didn't get crazy. I hopefully, but I think one reason is also yes because I can stay with myself, but also because I don't have a small house, so I can have my space. I can have my free time alone, and I think that for example, 7 people in 30 meter square meters.
Yeah.
It's a big problem.
Where the fuck can you find 7 people in 30 square meters, like except from the favelas again? Like,
In Tokyo.
I guess. Yeah.
In Tokyo, it's too much space.
In Tokyo, yeah. In Tokyo, it's too much. In Tokyo, it's like you have a mansion.
Yes, except from the Kino's house that it's too big for
Yeah,
a
Kino's
single
house
man.
is like the only exception in the whole Japan.
No, like I mean, that's only Tokyo. That's like very small and expensive houses. The rest of Japan is fine.
Yeah, because there's like people that are huge people. I mean, really, really big people density, right?
Yes.
In
I
Tokyo.
think
I mean, because there's this myth that Japan is like expensive to live in. Like Japan is not expensive at all. It's just Tokyo that is the most expensive city in the world because it's the biggest city in the world.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
of course.
Sure.
But like the rest of Japan is incredibly cheap to live in.
More expensive than Cortina d'Ampezzo. Okay. Cringe.
Where the fuck is that?
Is his name Cortina d'Ampezzo or d'Arpet? I don't know. I don't remember.
What
You
the
can
fuck?
ask to
I
our
don't know.
audience.
Okay.
I have no idea where the place is.
No idea.
No.
It's I think a mountain. What is it? A town.
I don't know.
It's-
near a mountain.
I don't know about you.
It's not a place.
I'm not
It's,
really.
it's an actual mountain.
I-
you have
I'm
a
not-
mountain, and that's the name.
okay.
I'm not
You-
really used
You
to
point
living
that
in the
mountain,
mountains,
and
so
you
I
say,
don't know.
That's Cortina d'Ampezzo. Oh my gosh.
I saw a film in Cortina d'Ampezzo and produced by Boldi and De Sica that are our I don't know milestones actors.
Maybe you're getting a bit too into the Italianish,
Yeah.
into the Italian feeling and situation.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I just
You're
realized
getting
that
too
my whole
Italianish.
desk, guys. I just realized that my whole desk smells like alcohol now.
Really, really good. Maybe you should clean it up for good.
I tried. I think it just absorbed the alcohol. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, it could be another different way to get drunk.
Yeah, just
You just
smell.
you just smell your desk for a couple of seconds.
So we
It's
didn't
not that strong, though.
speak about our arguments, but
I
it
mean,
will be for another podcast.
I'm running late actually, a bit, so I don't know.
Fucking virus.
Yes, it will be for another episode.
Are you sick, Kino?
No, I just almost killed myself with a glass of water.
Okay, fine.
Again, talking about there are things more dangerous than the virus, like your water that can kill you.
Okay, we will tell it to our premium. Okay, cringe.
Okay. do we have anything else to say?
I think that I'm fine.
Heidi?
For today, I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay, we can't about then. Okay,
But,
this was
just another,
I don't know. Was it? How long did we talk today? Was it
1 hour, I think.
1 hour, I think. But
yeah, it's going to be 1 hour again.
we should
Fine.
have a sigla for conclude our episode.
Okay, listen, about that, I want to have both an intro and an outro with an actual song. I
Yeah,
want
that
us
we have
a
to
song.
sing.
Oh, we can
Yeah,
sing
but-
it.
Can you sing it?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I think we can sing it.
Yes.
Okay, then let's talk about it.
Teletubbies.
Okay, let's censor this as well.
Something like this.
I don't think the
Speed
YouTube
coming
algorithm
back
will,
with the hard
will
censorship
recognize the
once
actual
again.
song.
we
But,
can do something about that.
you know,
Anyway, okay, that's over. It's finished. So see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully I won't be alone. We're losing everyone. It's
Yeah,
just going to be
exactly.
me and my... It's only going to be me and Sake-chan just kissing all night, making out. So yeah, that's going to be
Okay, guys.
amazing, I guess. Okay,
So,
thank
see
you
in the
everyone
next
for
one.
listening.
See you in the next podcast.
The next
We promise
week,
to you that
hopefully.
we will have a sigla. And we will sing for you
Exactly.
in the next
Okay.
episode.
Bye bye everyone.
I can feel the excitement. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye, bye.
Kiss you.